everyone, this is Jack from ESFIworld.com, and here with me I have Julia Ailuj Childress, and she was the female gamer who was actually against Lucira yesterday on the, not yesterday, Friday on the main stage, and we're just sitting down with her to ask a couple questions. So what actually brought you to gaming originally, and how are you introduced to StarCraft 2?
I played Brood War when I was in like 8th grade. Played that a ton, mostly UMS games though, like customs. I loved it, played it all the time, and so it just made sense to get into StarCraft 2. And since that came out, actually on, I think it was July 27th when it came out, and I was in Disneyland with my family, and I was just so sad that I couldn't be there to get StarCraft 2 when it came out. And I've been playing it ever since it came out, and I love it.
So you're actually known as a streamer, and what's your favorite part of streaming, and why do you do it?
I love interacting with the people. It's really fun. Like, sometimes playing the game throughout the day, like if you play for a long time, it can get tiring. So adding like that new element of like other people, if I want to practice against different people, I can just, shout out, say, hey, I'm looking for a low mastered Zerg, or we're looking for enough people to play mono battles or something. Like, it's really cool to be able to have all those people right there, and it's just really a lot of fun. Yeah.
So what's your average viewership, and how do you control the chat?
Lately, my average viewers would be around maybe 150 or 250 once I start streaming for a couple hours. I've only been streaming since the beginning of September, so just 2.5 months or so. I don't know, it's pretty good. Like a lot of my mods that are people that are there often, not necessarily people that I am friends with to begin with, but just really cool people that answer questions for me when new people come in and say, how old is she, what rank is she, whatever, and they answer for me. So it's really cool to be able to have those people help me take control of the chat. But
how did you find your mods for your chat?
Mostly just, I started out with friends, and they would be my mods, but I'd always be playing with them in games, right? So it's harder for them to be able to control the chat. But yeah, then other people would find themselves in my chat. I would recognize their names. We'd start to talk. They'd get to know me better. I'd get to know them. And so it's kind of like how I pick people. It's just how helpful they are and how often I see their name and recognize them. And
do you have any advice that you can pass on to people who are looking to get into streaming?
I think it really helps to talk to and interact with your viewers, because it's if you can have the time to do that and show that you care, people are gonna want to be there, right? They don't, depending on what your edge is. Like, if you're really, really good, maybe you don't need to be talking to everybody, but not everybody is really, really good. So just figuring out what exactly you want to do, whether you want to be really good and people are watching you for your skills, or just have fun, or practicing. And I think just really talking to your viewers and probably having a schedule, it would be really helpful too.
Do you ever think that females get attention in the community just because they're female, and do you think they get both positive and negative attention, or kind of what's your opinion about that?
Yeah, absolutely. There aren't a lot of us that stream, right? And so, if I didn't use my webcam in the beginning, I would probably not get very many viewers, right? Because I'm just Diamond, right? But being another alternative for people to watch in the streaming world is, I don't know, it gives people options, right? And so if they want to watch me or Optic Zero or Huck or whoever, right? And people give me a lot of crap about it. People only watch you because you're a girl, and there's going to be people like that, but just I don't know. It can be tough, but it's good.
What do you think females need to do to get more notice within the community, and what direction do you think female competitive gaming is going?
Well, to get more notice, being in the tournaments, like the Divina tournament and everything, was really cool to kind of show that there are girls out here that really care, that are serious about the game, and just proving that we do care, and it's not like we're just there to get attention from people. It's really important, because that's kind of a misconception, I think, that people think that we're only there because guys want to talk to us. I play the game because I love the game, right? And I stream because it's really fun playing with everybody and adds a new element of when I play. It makes it more fun. Like, I stream for like 8 hours at a time sometimes. It's insane.
So as you mentioned, we just came out of the Zoe Divina last weekend in Shanghai. What were your thoughts on the event, and what are your thoughts on female-only events in general, and is that something that you'd want to be a part of?
The event was so cool. I can't believe that prize pool. It's kind of sad that it was only for like 6 people, but really cool that they flew them out there for that. Like, it would be nice to see bigger tournaments like that. I mean, like, I can see why they do an invitational, because they'd want like the really best of the best, because there aren't a lot of girls that play. But making it open to more people too would be really nice. And I mean, like, the female community is growing, I think. And I mean, like, there's a Girls of StarCraft group on Facebook that I'm part of, and there's about 250 members, and there's players and writers and casters, and I mean, like, some of the girls, like Kelly Milkies and Genevieve, were the casters at the Zowie tournament, and it's just such cool opportunities for us out there. And then you had like 3 questions in there. I didn't answer them all.
Just what are your thoughts on female-only tournaments, and is the Zoe Divina something that you'd like to be a part of, or similar events?
Yeah, I would love to be a part of it. That would be such a cool opportunity to be able to do that. And female-only tournaments, like, I think for now, like, they should happen, because it'll kind of showcase girls a little bit better and give them a better opportunity to prove themselves. And then once the community of female gamers gets a little bit bigger, then it'd be nice to see everybody competing together a little bit more. But I mean, like, that's such a controversial subject, you know, like female-only tournaments. Well, why aren't there male-only tournaments, and why is that okay or not okay? Like, it's not really something that anybody can agree on at this point, I don't think, but I'm definitely in support of them, and I don't think I'm just biased.
So is this your first MLG competition, and have you competed in other tournaments, both online and offline?
This is my first MLG, and I'm so happy I came out here, because I'm from the western side of Canada, so it was not the cheapest to get here, but definitely worth it. And then at home, actually, so like I said, I'm from Vancouver in Canada, in British Columbia on the west coast, and we have such a great community. It's amazing. Like, if they end up doing an MLG in Canada, I really hope it's in Vancouver. Shout out to 604 StarCraft and UBC. Like, it's such a good group of people, and we sold out our last Barcraft. Like, I think we had more than 300 people show up for it. It was insane. So I have attended a couple tournaments. The one I was going to compete in, there ended up being problems connecting to Battle.net, and so they had to do it at home, and then I ended up working on the day that they rescheduled it. So I haven't really competed in any other tournaments other than this.
So why did you come out to MLG Providence, and what do you think of the event so far?
It has been amazing. It's so well run and organized. Like, I haven't seen any problems go down. Like, so many amazing people are here. It's so cool to be able to meet people, and I love that there's such a community, and like celebrities, right? Like, people line up to get autographs. It's awesome. Yeah, and I came out here I have a lot of friends here, and I just really wanted to meet everybody, be able to play the game, see what it's like. And I know it was the last MLG of the year. I don't know when the next one is yet. March, I think, maybe. But who knows? Maybe it won't happen, so it's a good thing I'm here now.
Can you give us your strongest argument for MLG Vancouver over, say, another powerhouse city like Montreal, Toronto, even Calgary could be in that running?
Mm-hmm. I just know that we have a huge community. Also, I think we have over 10 GMs, possibly between 10 and 20 GMs, or people who could be in GM in Vancouver alone. Not that that's like, it's amazing. When you go to the tournaments, I was recently at a CG tournament in Richmond and Vancouver. The top prize is like a $3,500 gaming rig, and 60% of the prize pool, which I think was like just under $300. We really take it seriously, and we've just really got like the buildings and area for it, like downtown of the convention center in Vancouver would be beautiful to go. I would love to see it happen in Vancouver. I don't know.
So what was your initial reaction when you found out you were being called up to the main stage?
Oh, I freaked out. I was eating food, which doesn't happen a lot at MLG events, I'm told. And my friend had just left to play his match, and then he came back out, and I expected him to be playing, so I was kind of, why are you out here? And he's like, hey, you know how you're playing with Sierra, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you're playing on the main stage. I'm like, no, I'm not. You're lying to me. And then I went and checked, and it was true, and I was really nervous, and I freaked out a little bit, and it was good, though. I mean, once I actually got in the booth and I settled down, and like, I can't believe I had that opportunity. It was really amazing.
I would have been freaking out, so props to you for
Thank
getting
you.
through it. You actually looked surprisingly calm, though, while you were playing Lucera. What was going through your head while you were playing him?
I knew that my chances of even maybe killing like one of his units was low. So that kind of helped, I think, in that I think the whole world knew I wasn't going to do very well compared to him. Whereas if I'd been playing somebody a little more on my own level, I might have been more pressure almost. But I don't know, like, I just once I'd been sitting in there and I kind of got used to like what I was going to be doing, and I could like see out in the crowd, but I couldn't see really clearly, and there's like noise canceling in the room and you really can't hear much. I don't know, I just kind of like got in the zone, and with the screen in front of you, you know, you can't really see everybody out there, so I could only see from the screen over and the screen over a little bit. So I don't know, that helped. Not just like focusing on the screen and just like pretending I was at my own house was kind of what I did, and it made it easier.
Did your results at this tournament live up to your expectations?
I actually did way better than I thought I would. I would, like, people were asking me what my goal was for coming into this tournament, and I was like, I would like to beat maybe one game, like take one game off one person. And my first opponent, I think, was like silver, and I 2-0'd him, and then my second opponent was Lucera, and I 2-0'd him. Easy. Just kidding. Yeah, then we know how that went. So I got into loser's bracket, and I was out loser's bracket 5th round. So I beat 2 more people, and I beat somebody diamond that was like my own level, and then I beat a mid-master Zerg also. So I was really proud of myself for that, because I didn't expect that. And then I ended up losing 0-2 to Destiny. So I'm really glad that I was taken out by somebody. You know, I thank Destiny for that.
Was the playing field lower or higher than you expected at this tournament?
What do you mean by that?
Like, do you expect everyone to be kind of a higher caliber than it is, or did you expect it to be a lower caliber than it is?
It's cool that everybody can compete and buy tickets. Like, playing like the lower people at first, I didn't really expect that. Like, I thought I would be one of the really low people coming into it, and like, granted, there are like a lot of really good players. Like, I'm probably somewhere in the middle, right? Because there were a lot of like people around my level or lower even. So yeah, I didn't really have like a lot of expectations, but it was probably a little lower than I thought. Like, I didn't think there'd be so many lower players. But
so what's your relationship with Check Six?
I know a lot of people on the team, and I've been playing with them for a couple months. And it's just a really cool organization. And I guess they were kind of looking to expand and like get a girl on the team, and they saw potential in me, and like I really want to get more serious about this and practice a lot more and really step up my game, and playing with them and like such a well-known team is really going to help me be able to do that. Playing with people who are really good, can like help me and want me to do better too, will be really motivating. So.
And why did you kind of opt to get more involved with them and not, say, female clan like PMS?
Well, Check Six talked to me first. There's no real reason, I guess. I mean, I had friends on the team, so that made me, you know, kind of gravitate towards them first, because if I play with my friends all the time whenever I play, but then I join a different team, then maybe I won't see my friends as much anymore. Like, it's not just about the friends, but yeah, I don't actually really know a whole lot about like PMS and all the female groups either. So I don't know, no preference. It's just the right time, I guess. They came to me first.
So you mentioned that you are a part of the Girls of StarCraft Facebook group. I know they also have a Skype chat. What do you like most about being part of that environment, and why did you join? And maybe give like a little bit of a selling point to it for females who might be watching.
It's a really nice place to get together with. I mean, like a lot of the girls are really into StarCraft, and they want to talk about, like build orders and games and GSL and everything. And it's really cool to be able to have that, because usually it's like you wouldn't think girls would be so into that, but they are, and they want to talk about it and not necessarily talk about it with people who are going to be like tits for GTFO, right? Like, because that happens a lot, even if people are joking, and like not all girls can appreciate that and like roll with it and, troll back or whatever. So it's really just like there's no judgment. It's just like a really nice like family community, and everybody really gets along, and you can be as active or inactive in the group as you want, and just like really pay attention to everything that's going on. It's a really good way to like stay on top of all the female things that are going on in the StarCraft world too. It's really nice to be part of. I like being in there with them. So,
what are both your long-term and short-term goals as a competitive gamer?
Well, I mean, for short term, I want to stream a lot more. I want to get a schedule. I want to practice a lot more and be more serious about this game. Long term, I would love to be. I mean, I've been in Diamond for a while, but I really think I could get Masters soon. So I would really like to get that. Like maybe mid to high Masters would be awesome. I can't even imagine like getting GM or something. That would be insane. But yeah, I'd say like for now, just like streaming, schedule, really working on my skills and getting Masters eventually.
Okay. So what other games are you currently playing, and do you have a competitive history with any other esports titles?
Really the only other game that I'm any good at is Guitar Hero. I play expert on there, and there was a tournament at a bar near my house a couple years ago when I played Guitar Hero a lot. The top prize was a trip to Vegas, but at the time I wasn't 21, so I wouldn't have been able to go. But I came second in that that was really cool. But otherwise, like it's not like I was ever known in that community, though. I just love that game for some reason.
So that's kind of all that we have for the questions. Where can people find you? Like your stream address? Do you have Twitter, Facebook fan page, anything like that?
I got all of that. My stream is twitch.tv /AilujSC, so it's AILUJSC. And then my Facebook page is just Ailuj, and my Twitter is AilujSC also. So.
And do you have any shout-outs or comments that you'd like to give?
Just 6 of our StarCraft, UBC StarCraft, everybody in Vancouver is such an awesome community. I really hope we get MLG and the Girls of StarCraft. Like, I love you guys. So
thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.